It's a weird thing
You know?
because everyone always asks like these questions about like how did you get clean? Because I was addicted to opiates for 10 years. And it's like, how did you do this? How did you do that? And the answer is always very near and dear to the person that,
Right.
So it's like, what do I give to you to make you understand? It's really not super easy.
I think what could help is a conversation.
Sure.
And then with the intention of finding that motivation, because it is super specific per each person.
Yeah.
So what is it? And quitting opiates, drug, whatever you're using is not easy. And if you're gonna quit, it needs to come solely from you. You need to want to quit.
Yeah.
But you also have to find motivation. And sometimes, man, like conversations like this, someone listening to this, talking to your friends, like discovering what that is, finding that little bit of hope that you can grasp onto to pull yourself out of that hole is all it takes. And the more you learn about yourself, the more you're going to discover.
There's other parts of it too that it's like why, what, and how. It's like you might have a why, your kid, sitting in front of you, but then you run into issues with what and how. How do I get it? You know what I'm saying? I can't do it. I'm too sick, or I need medical supervision, whatever. And then as you know, after you get a good amount of time and you start to find some mental clarity and some time away from the drugs and alcohol, now you need to find a way to keep it going. And that's the part where people run into problems. How do I maintain this now for years and years?
Yeah.
I got very blessed with this, and I've never really talked about this before, with this strange sickness that comes over me when I see people using or when I think about myself using. It makes me feel sick to my stomach. And I started to play into that when I found the power from that, which was I no longer want to be a loser. That's what I tell myself. And not to call anyone that's stuck in that a loser, but that is what I had to tell myself that I was, and that I wanted more for myself. And it was very important that anytime I had an urge or saw someone using or even thought about drugs, I became physically ill from that thought. And so it's a weird tactical note that worked for me, but everybody needs to find what works for them. And that's kind of the challenge of it.
If I eat like too much of like an unhealthy food, like a cake, sometimes that thought of eating that cake the next time makes me sick. And so I won't eat that cake again. So I do see what you're saying.
Hey there, if you like the clip, make sure to subscribe or check out this recommended clip to my right.